Why, hello everyone, Lord Garrett Snow here, and today I'm going to be playing a game of Medieval 2 Total War. And talking about the next possible Total War historical title. The next Total War coming out is Warhammer Total War, and that's kind of got a bunch of the longtime fans who are into the historical titles pissed off, even though this is their first divergence from that, and in all reality, it isn't that big of a deal because we're going to be getting more or less Medieval 3 out of Warhammer Total War, kind of. I'll explain that right now. We're going to be getting more or less Medieval France and England, a few other factions, the early versions of them, with Bretonnia, because they are a faction in medieval or in Warhammer Total War now. We're going to be getting a cavalry-focused army, a shit ton of knights, more or less King Arthur, Roland, Charlemagne on steroids, backed up by peasant archers, longbowmen, and men-at-arms, as well as some kind of crusading-esque units with like battle pilgrims, fanatics, stuff like that. And then they also have like the damsels and trebuchets, so we're going to be getting that. We're then going to be getting a late medieval faction with the Empire, so that even though they're more Renaissance-esque, with large units of pikemen, polearms, musketeers, longswordsmen, knights of their own, and then we'll be getting some like super artillery, steam tanks. Although those are really rare, you won't be seeing a whole lot of those on the battlefield. And then stuff like demigryphs, griffins, dragons. Then we're going to be getting Kislev, which has also been confirmed to be in the game. That's more or less a medieval Russia on steroids. And when I mean steroids, they have like bear cavalry, a bunch of other awesome stuff like that, as well as Boyar-esque horse archers. So we're going to be getting more medieval Russia, and then we'll also be getting medieval Spain and Italy with Tilia and the Border Princes. So in all reality, we are going to be getting Medieval 3 in a way with Warhammer, just we're going to be getting some other stuff added in with it, with the dwarfs, orcs and goblins, the vampire counts, and then eventually the wood elves, high elves, dark elves, Skaven, lizardmen, ogres. And then also, Chaos is going to be in the faction, as well as two of the Nordic factions, so we're also going to be getting more or less a beefed up version of the Vikings with the Nordics, and then Chaos. That with demons of all different kinds, so yeah. Warhammer Total War is going to be more or less Medieval 3 on steroids. Even the bloody map is similar to the map of Europe that they normally use for Rome and medieval, so I don't get why a lot of people are bitching. It just, yeah. But next historical title, I really don't think they're going to be doing Medieval 3 anymore, because yeah, we're more or less going to be getting that with Warhammer Total War in a way, so no sense in really making a downgraded version of Warhammer, because we'd be getting a lot of the same stuff, just with Medieval 3 we'd be getting actually less of it because of the non-fantasy units not being in it. But I honestly think they're going to do is Empire 2, just because they haven't really done a sequel to Empire yet. Yeah, they kind of did Napoleon, but that was a glorified expansion that fixed a lot of stuff wrong with Empire. But yeah, Empire 2. I don't really know when they're going to set it. Probably 1700 again, but what I'd like to see them do is what they did with Medieval 1. They do a like an early period, a high period, and then a late period. So you can have, and you get to pick which one you want to do right away, like Medieval 1. So you could choose to start in 1700, then do another thing where you start in the Napoleonic era of 1800, and then do late period be like 1850s or 60s. So you could do like the Crimea War, the Civil War, Boxer Rebellion a little later on, maybe even the Boer War. Something like that. I think that would cover a good amount of history, different units, and then make the map like the entire world. Just divide it into different sections like you did with the First Empire, just do it better.
Praise to our Lord. Our men have slain the enemy general.
Yay, we killed him. Some other things I'd actually like to see them do that aren't in any way historical, because I kind of find that I find that the Creative Assembly and the Total War series, they've done just about everything they can do with grand, epic, hundreds of years conflicts. The only other things I could see them doing is another European war with like Renaissance Total War, do it like the late 1400s to the early 1600s. That's a possibility. But we're already beginning getting that with the Empire and Warhammer Total War. Or you could do kind of the Warring States period of China, as well as like ancient Vietnam, ancient Korea, maybe even do ancient Japan in the mix as well, but that would kind of be killing off any possibility for... no, not Shogun, because that's set during the medieval period of feudal Japan, so yeah. But do the Warring States period, and then you could have the Huns come in, possibly. Or maybe ancient India, just big thing of Asia, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, historical titles, I don't really know what else they could really do that... Well, there is plenty of things to do, but in terms of mass audience appeal, Rome, the medieval period, and feudal Japan, as well as the imperial period, are really the only romanticized periods that we really know of that are like mainstream. There are a lot of other things, just they're not really settings that are well known by the general audience, and I guess that really wouldn't matter for your average Total War player who knows history somewhat well, but yeah. But the one thing I'd love to see Creative Assembly do themselves is a 40k version of Total War. Don't even try to make it like lore heavy or anything like that. Don't even include it in the lore, really. It's just its own thing. Is have like all the different factions in Warhammer fighting over like a single planet, and just have the map be that entire planet. They're fighting over different territories. Have like the Tyranids coming in, the Orcs, Dark Elves, Harlequins, Eldar. Many different Space Marine chapters are fighting. Even include different like Imperial Guard chapters. Like have the Death Corps of Krieg, the Catachans. Cadians come in, like just everything you could to include as many factions, and just have it be like one big Total War shit show of 40k, and just have everyone bloody fighting. Like that would be fucking awesome. And the other idea I had is do like a post-apocalyptic Total War. You could do like post-apocalyptic United States, Australia, China, Japan, Europe, just something like that, and just make up your own... Oh wait, they did that. Yeah, Stormrise. Basically do Stormrise, well not Stormrise, don't do the futuristic technology, do it like Fallout-esque, just Total War settings, and don't fuck it up like you did Stormrise. Oh god, Stormrise is terrible. Probably shouldn't even mention Stormrise, because, yeah. If there's any evidence that CA cannot do a post-apocalyptic Total War, is just Stormrise, because that was their failed attempt at doing a console strategy game. And it fucking sucked. And actually, I guess there really hasn't been any good console RTSs, really. Brutal Legend came close. I didn't really care for Halo Wars at all. I know there's a lot of people that liked it, although that's kind of... Oh, this is a good game, because there really isn't anything else good out, so... This is the best we got, guys! Yeah. Not a big fan of Halo Wars. Like, the closest thing consoles have done to a good RTS has been Brutal Legend, and I'm not even getting into why I don't really like Double Fine anymore, so there's that. Anyways, guys, Hope you enjoyed the video. What do you guys think should be the next Total War, next Warhammer Total War? Historical title, some made-up setting? I'd like to hear in the comments below. Anyways, have a good day, enjoy the rest of the battle, and I'll see you guys later.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.